You couldn't hardly understand him.
He couldn't talk, and he said he couldn't walk up the stairs. He could hardly move. He was in a real bad way.
Yep. And I forgot to ask him about that the other day when I interviewed him again. But I remember, yeah, you couldn't understand what he was saying. He was telling me, and well, I'll share his video. So hang on one second. Let me share this. It's not actually, it's a video. It's just a.
He couldn't jump on today. So you spoke to him the other day, didn't you, about this?
I did. So here's his testimony.
Could I just also butt in here? Mike was suicidal. I want people to know that as well, in his own words.
Yep. Oh yeah.
He was suicidal. So I just, if I may butt in and add that, because that's what impressed me.
I think he actually says that on the interview that I did with him yesterday. Yeah. Oh, hang on one second. I'm going to play this, and so here we go. Hey, Mike, are you there?
I'm still here.
All right. Well, Mike, thanks for joining me today. You know, I'm recording this conversation, and my friend Mike from up in Michigan. How many years ago was that we met, Mike? About 5 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, probably about 5 years ago.
5, maybe 6 years ago. Yeah, and it was right about the time that the AIDS pill came out.
Right, and that's when I started it, basically.
You started it right after it came out, yeah, because that's when Dr. Kim got involved with Sizzle.
Right.
And you were one of his patients, one of his first patients that he got taken the product.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to believe that it was 5 years ago that product was developed, July 5 years ago. And I feels like I've been on it forever.
Same here. And I'm afraid not to use it, you know. Yep.
It's that good of a product. But so I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I know you're a busy guy as well. Tell me, when you first started taking it, and we'll go back 5 years ago. I remember, and I could tell your story because I've memorized it because it's such a good story. But when you first started taking it, in that first, 90 days or 6 months, what were the changes that you noticed then?
Oh, geez, that was quite a while ago, but I know I responded to it rather quickly. I do remember that, and I'm going to say probably a lot of things, fatigue, which it was an issue because of the MS, that seemed to go away quickly, and also depression seemed to go rather quickly, and I was able to, which I had a hard time with communicating and talking. I remember that being a big issue, that improved dramatically almost right away.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, I know that I had pretty bad headaches, and they went away almost instantly.
Yeah. Well, you know what I remember, and correct me how long this was, but I remember when I first met you, they were talking about pulling your driver's license from you so you couldn't drive, and you were having difficulty even walking with a cane back then. And then when I came back to Detroit to visit Dr. Kim, I don't know if it was 6 months later, 3 months later, whatever it happened to be, and you walked into the meeting, and I didn't even recognize you. You had changed your whole look, and on top of it, you weren't using that cane anymore.
No, I was able to get around much better. And I don't know. Well, like today, as Dr. Kim retired, so I had to find another chiropractor, and I went there today, and him and his receptionist both, and I'm 62 years old, and they're probably my age. They both commented on how youthful I look, and how good my skin tone is and everything. And I do have a little bit of a beard, and they said maybe you should shave it off. And show us, your whole skin, all your skin.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that, but
Yeah.
they were both. I found that to be a pretty good compliment from them, and I did tell them that I don't know what else to associate it to, but the age pill.
Yeah. It is just a remarkable product, isn't it?
It is, and I've seen so many issues go away. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. So, now that you've been on it for 5 years, what, like you just said, your skin. People are noticing that your skin looks younger. And like I said, when you first went on it, I remember, the walking and being without the cane and your vision got better. You're able to read again. What has that continued to improve to this point? I know you probably have good days and bad days just like I do, but
yeah, my vision has improved a lot. Unfortunately, my walking is not doing as good as I'd like it to.
Okay.
I use a walker a lot, but you got to remember I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1992, and that's 30 years, and I defy you to find many people who have had MS for 30 years that are still walking.
30 years you've had it. Wow.
Right.
And hang on one second. I got somebody knocking at the door. I'm going to let them in. And, but 30 years, yeah, that's a long time to have it. And not just have it, but just not get any worse. Hang on one second.
Exactly.
Hey, Paul, come on in just for a little bit. We're going to wait out here. I just finished up a conference call. I'll come back later. Okay, I'll be on for about 5 more minutes. Okay, see you in a few minutes. All right. That's something, and you continue to walk. Are you still driving?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I drive.
Yeah, because that was the one thing I remember you were pretty disappointed about back then. They were going to take your driver's license away, and here it is 5 years later. You still have it.
Well, my significant other left me and kind of took the car away and everything. I had to get my own car, and it was a big change. But thank God the age pill got me through it more than anything. I believe. I do believe that.
Yeah.
I want to real quick say one other thing. About, I would say 3 years ago, it was probably just when COVID started. And I was going to a support group, MS support group. And there was a guy there in his 40s, big guy who was walking but with a walker, very pro-medication. The whole support group was very pro-med. When I told him what I was doing, this guy, his name happened to be Mike too also, he laughed at me. And he said, "Oh yeah, we'll see how that works for you." I said, "Okay, we will." I seen him probably, might have been 2 weeks ago. He can't walk. He is in a motorized wheelchair full time. So I didn't say anything to him, but and I'm still walking, so I don't know what to say,
Yeah, something's going on, right? That's all we can really say is, we can't make any claims or anything like that. I can't say, oh my God, Mike, it's keeping you. I can't say that. All we can say is something's different.
Right. Yeah. It's done something,
Mm-hmm.
and what it's done has been a positive thing.
You bet. Are you taking the double dose like Tom Sr. had recommended us to, or are you taking the single dose?
I did the double dose probably for the first, I'm going to say maybe a year, and then I went to the single dose, and it's been fine.
Okay. It'd be interesting to see what would happen if you did the double dose for a couple of weeks. Text me your address, and I'll send you an extra bottle of HBIF, because I just want to see what it does if you do a double dose for 2 weeks. Now,
Yeah, I'd be willing to try it.
yeah, because one of the things that I'm hearing from people is that, about every year, year and a half, we should probably clean the system out by doing a double dose for a 2-week period of time, just kind of like taking an orange pickup of yours and flushing the radiator every so often.
Yeah. And it needs that.
There you go. They do, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so if our car needs it, then why not our body, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us your testimonial, Mike. Hang on one second. I'm gonna stop the recording, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mike has a great story there, doesn't he?
Oh, that is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, hear what it actually has done for him and how it's really been life-changing. And that's why, I guess, you're here today. That's why I'm here today. That's why Roz is here today. And the people who are really committed and invested in their health and love these products are here as well, because they know that they just get such great results for so many people. Like what you said, we can't